welcome everybody to this week's stream. My name is Acid. I'm also named Brad. I don't really care what people call me on stream. Brad or Acid, just fun. But anyway, this week don't really have much on tap. Pretty much the same old stuff like we did last week. Just going over a few things. Should be joined here with Pre-58 here shortly. Yeah.
Hopefully.
I'm joined here with Charles tonight, also known as Azen Sama on the forums. Alright, tonight I'm probably going to go over and show the new systems I've actually implanted into the game and possibly even get a breakthrough with the new thing I've actually discovered on how to do. It's just it's got problems in the most part. I'm gonna go ahead and demo this off since most people have actually been wondering. Some people know how to do this. It's just very tedious and boring to do. To have to sit there and have to make a bar, image by image and length by length. But now, as you can see, I have this bar down here in the corner. He's filling up, pretty much trying to make an actual bar with an object. Now that his screen's filled up, this is, it'll enable, the second player to do their, high damaging move. But this was, going to be a replacement to, what I've, showed with the new bar I've added, or the revenge, bar or meter. Adding pretty much ultra combos to the game, giving it more of a back and forth type of a situation. I'm going to, I'm going to set this back up to where it's using that. Need to figure out the, inconsistency and how to fix it of the other bar. But I'm going to go over that real quick and show how I actually pulled that off. So like test bar, okay, here we go. Okay, you see I got a character variable and it's set to 1 and it's pointing to the object. This object, it's a constantly looped object. Then I SG over the object. Whenever this is on, it turns the object on and it turns it on and off. It's like a switch. It's like, turning the water on and then turning it off. And then pretty much, this setup, this sets up the full movement of the bar, with the K right here. This right here will, it's also another off trigger too, on an off trigger. Pretty much, why I got it set up is through a variable range. This is something else I've come across on how to do also, to where you want a certain certain thing to happen within this range of numbers, and so you're just gonna take your variable and set it to if it's above 0, and then have it point to another variable asking if it's below your maximum amount, being 50 in this case. We SG over that to about right here.
Oh yeah, there's a lot of ways that can come in handy, actually.
Yeah. Right here. To where it will skip over that and just go here. And, I have it as if it's 0, it turns it completely off. There's no pixel there for the bar at all. It's just a blank image. And, after turning it off, then when it hits, max, I have it come over here and stop all movement and make sure it always is set to 50 when it's at max. And, have it point back to the beginning. And then, I have movements right here to make it move. And like these variables, this variable or the range variables, they pretty much, point to here to make the bar fill. And, then it points back. After it fills, it points back to the image and then loops again until it's time to, load up. Time to, fill the bar up. So like, you would see the bar, filling up because of the variables. But since, I changed it up to where it's using the other one, it's gonna, it's gonna be like this. And so this is pretty much set up to where it will appear, down here on screen. And then pretty much, you just, set it up to where, okay, this is where the one's gonna be, the first one's gonna be, or the second one, I mean. And, then you just, this is like, the old way you would do it. And just, do it like this, pretty much. Like another bar. So that at first, I was actually gonna make a bar just for the EX moves, but then I was just like, wait a second, I could easily use that in a different sense and just make, multiple stop numbers to fix that. So, your first bar is always, an EX bar. So the best thing about this new bar too is it also fixed a known issue with the super cancel coding to where now, if it hits that limit, you can instantly, do, a cancel condition between these two. And it doesn't matter, if it's full or not. As soon as, your revenge meter's full, you can, do a cancel into that revenge move, to pack on, all the damage you can. Alright, let's see, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, this is old. This was the old way. Or, yeah, it's black. Yeah, I'm sorry about it going dark sometimes. Yeah, tonight having a little bit of issues. So.
Well, that's part of technology.
Yeah. We got Spaz King in here. Welcome.
Oh, he's been here since the beginning.
Oh, okay. Awesome. I'm glad at least someone remembered we're going live tonight. I am glad for that, guys. I think the main reason why it keeps going black is, you can move when you move windows around. I'm not too sure. But anyway, let's see. I think we need to get this old coding pushed aside. I need to go look at what I did have it set up as. I kind of shouldn't have come in here and was messing around with the actual character file, adding in a new experimental type code.
That's something for the template file.
Yeah, that's something you don't want to do. So,
not when you're that far into it.
Yeah, so I could easily say don't try this at home. So here's the actual revenge bar. I'm probably just gonna stick to this one. I'm gonna have a indication when it's full, and it's gonna light up and stuff. I don't know why it's not working.
Oh, there's probably something left over from the object-based one.
Yeah, there could be.
Some variable.
It's all it used the same way to add it, which in fact it uses a variable range too. Let's see, that goes 1. That adds, okay, that goes 1. Don't need that. Let's see, is it skipping? No, it's not. Let's see. I'm pretty sure it works on Scorpion. Let me just do that. I'll figure out what's wrong with it by the end of the stream, I promise. And see, you see this filling up down here. As soon as he's getting hit. Got an RE right there, about to form a V. Got an E, get full in. Almost there. See, I even tested this, inside an actual stage when I was making it to see how far along, of damage you would receive within that span of time. So, like, basically I can cancel into it. All depends on, your timing of the move and stuff. Or, you could easily, come in and, do a full rush-in combo and do it that way. I just love doing combos with Scorpion. It's just so fun. How about more? Yeah, so that's a full half health combo right there. Gotta be wary of that one.
Even with your damage scaling?
Yeah. And see, these moves they don't use damage scaling at all.
Oh, even better.
Yeah. See these moves, just look how much damage that does. So that's straight up about half a bar and then some.
Yep.
It's like, default is, 200. So at one point in time I was thinking about upping the health, but then that would, restrain the time. You don't want to end up having a time mix up like what would happen when you was playing, Street Fighter Cross Tekken.
That's coming to PC on the 11th, I think.
Oh, really?
Well, let me check Steam. It tells when it's supposed to be released.
Oh.
I think maybe it's either this 11th or next month.
Ah. Could be next month.
May 11th.
Oh, well. Sooner than we thought.
I will not be buying it.
Yeah, I won't either.
$45 at 10% off.
Yeah.
Interesting, though, that Arkham City is actually half off right now on Steam.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, $14.
Yeah, I'm trying to get the window sizing working. Trying to see why this thing's not letting me actually select FM second. There we go.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's not locked to your.
Yeah, there we go.
To the window.
That's better. Got it locked to the window now. Now y'all be able to see what I'm actually doing. a lot better. Alright, was there anything I was gonna show or say anything? I don't know. I can't really remember what I said I was gonna actually show this week. I don't think I did.
I can't either because I wasn't here.
Because, like, last week, you know, it was just me, and I had a guy I know from Savannah, Tennessee, in here on stream with me, too. Trying to get Pro 58 up in here. He had an idea of what he was wanting to do tonight on stream. Hopefully we won't have to use TeamView.
Well, I don't know. I'm having to watch it on the stream, so I can't really comment on what's going on.
I mean, we could easily do that. We can get on TeamView if we need to.
If you turn off Arrow on your desktop presenter, it might help.
Yeah, I might try that. Might try that, but I'd have to close it out.
That's true.
But let's see. Okay, we got the revenge bar working, and you know it's working great. You know, I'm starting to believe whenever you seal off a variable, it actually disables all other variables in what you're doing. Yeah, that's what I'm starting to think. Because it doesn't really make sense as to why this wasn't working with that variable just being sealed. Let's see, okay. That's a part of the range. Alright. That goes there. That. Yeah, that skips. Okay, here's part of the range. The range start here. And then we want it to end here. That's one thing you gotta do whenever you delete something out of code. You always have to go back and fix it.
Yeah, it messes up all the pointers. Never did like that.
Alright, looks like we're gonna have somebody join us on stream here in about 6 minutes. He'll be here. Believe he'll probably be joining us on Skype. Because he was Skyping his questions in last week.
Oh, wow.
Alright, as you can see, we have it doing double. We don't want it doing that.
No, no, you don't. That might get a little bit confusing.
Let me see if it's just pertaining to him, at least. Okay, player 2 is already showing up. And whenever I hit port 1, it shows up for both of them. Should be pretty.
Using a system var, or are you using a character?
Looks like Enrique's having trouble logging in. I don't know if y'all heard that or not.
Sounded somebody having fun.
Someone yelling. Someone yelling and trying to make a big deal of things.
Oh well.
He's trying to be funny, that's all he's trying to be. Alright, let's see. Well, why is this working? Ah. The hell? Okay. We don't need that. We don't need that. Because everything else should be up here in our, you know, stage face pick. Let's see. Okay, and that's pointing to the right place. That should be pointing to the right place. Wait a second. Why is player 2 all the way down there? Or up there?
Because it hates you.
Yeah, I guess it does. Okay, this is player 1. Player 1 should be over here. Okay, that should work. Okay. Let's see. This should be about right here. Alright. That way, it should be about 50 and 50 on both sides. Like 50 here and then 50 there coming out the screen. That way it looks proportioned and even. And see, like, with player 2, you can't really do that because his stuff's going off screen since he's trying to, form a word. If you're got a bar and you got to set it up to where you don't have to, set it up to where it goes a certain way. If I had it set up to where the images were not in one direction, it would be coming out backwards.
Right, exactly. You have to offset it from the edge of the screen.
Yeah.
Found out the hard way.
Yeah. So compared to player 1, where it's at.
Yeah, it's a little far in.
Yeah. So player 1 is like right under here. Player 2 should be about right under here. About right under the bar there. See, for him it's right there at 400. I'm gonna put it at 48. So yeah, this is just new stuff that I have been working on. Scorpion's the only other character that has it at the moment. It's gonna take, doesn't really take a whole lot of time to put this system into other characters, since I know what I'm doing.
That looks about right.
So yeah, I don't understand why it's doing that now. You said it didn't do that. See, I'm starting to believe I actually do. I need to put more recovery time on the end of that, because it just seems so fast. After, he does that super. See if you can't add pre-58 to the conference call. There you go. Yeah, it popped up on stream there. You gonna see your face on stream? Let's see.
CS Games is back too.
Welcome back. Welcome back to this wonderful stream we're having. Alright, let's see. Once I, pretty much get everybody set up with this, new revenge system, I plan on releasing the versus mode only version. What I would like is if people would actually play it online and give me some replays. That way I can just, when we're sitting here talking, I can just play that in the background. Give people something to look at on screen while we're talking. Because at certain points in time, that's what happens. We go off and we start talking about a specific subject or, something like that. And we, easily, can get it off track and not on the right track. You know, especially when people ask questions and then we get sidetracked. Let's see, okay. We're going to...
Proof dropped out.
Huh?
Proof dropped out of Skype.
Okay.
So.
Alright, let's see. We want to make this have some more recovery time. So that's the loop. Okay, this should be the recovery right here. Yeah. So that's 10, 10, 8, 8, 5. Let's see. Let's make this about 30. Let's try about 40. Go 15, 10, 8, 5. And I want to do something, do a fix for these. Let's see here, sent back. Okay. Let's say 10. 10. Okay. That should turn off the last hit of that, because I've been noticing problems with that here for a while. Yeah, I'm liking that a lot better. It looks balanced.
Yeah.
Yeah, he still did it. Oh well. See, I don't want that last hit to just be stray in there. Oh, there it goes again.
Yeah.
Oh, welcome.
How you doing, bro?
I'm doing pretty good.
How's the string going?
Not so good. Not a lot of people tonight. Only 2 people joined us tonight.
Oh, how many people
Just
joined?
2.
2.
Just 2.
Oh, that's not whatever, man. But you talking to somebody? You mean 2 other than Yatu,
Yeah,
right?
exactly. Should have somebody else up in here.
Okay,
soon.
that's not bad enough. Yeah, don't worry. Oh man.
I
Oh,
announced
where the hell
it.
you been at, man?
Busy.
I could tell. Shit. What were we talking about today?
No much.
What were we talking about
Pretty
today?
much all we're doing is just working on the game. That's it.
Yeah.
That's all we're doing tonight.
Oh, live and stuff?
Kind of like what you did last week. Last
I
week.
feel you. I'm almost getting
Oh,
home.
really? Yeah, last week, that's pretty much all I did.
Yeah.
So, and it actually helped. We actually got at least one move balanced out now. Trying to balance out another move. It's like, as you can see how I set up the revenge bar here. It's blinking now.
My bad. This goddamn phone. I gotta get home quick. Like, I remember that shit I had before? Where if I walk by something that has a Wi-Fi, you know,
Right.
annoying as hell, man.
Gotta turn that off, man. Gotta turn it off.
Yeah, I'm doing that. I'm doing that right now, actually. Buy some cigarettes too. I need cigarettes in my life. Yo, today was stressful as fuck, yo.
Wow.
Like, this fucking rain does not let me drive. It did not let me drive today. And like, yo, like, it's funny. Okay, we're not in April no more, because you know it's called April showers and May flowers. In April, it didn't rain once here.
Huh.
Now you want to start raining. Like bad rain. Like, oh my god. Gosh.
It rained a
So
lot
wait,
here.
so we're not doing nothing?
Pretty much we're just working on the game.
Huh?
That's all we're doing. And I showed off that
Oh, you
that
showed-
code that I told you about last night. There is an actual problem with it though.
I know there is. Ain't no way.
Yeah, there's an actual problem with it. It's not
Ain't
consistent.
no way.
It's not consistent.
Hey,
It's
what
not
is-
the same size every time.
I want to know how you did it. That's all.
I'll show you. Just get on
You're telling me
stream.
there was one image?
It's a,
You
it's
said
a,
one image, right?
it's a magic variable
Yup,
loop.
it's a variable loop. So I do tricks and I do tricks.
Dude,
So I use
Fighter Maker
I
magic.
use Fighter Maker magic. That's what my magic's all about.
Fighter Maker man. But
That's how I did the free
hold up,
system.
I think I have to. Oh, yeah, guys, I'm gonna call you right back. 'Cause I can't turn on the Wi-Fi.
Alrighty, buddy.
Okay, I'm gonna tell you when to call me back. Okay.
That'll work.
Bye.
Oh, wow.
Alrighty, let's see. I think I figured out why it's doing that. Because it's sending out these last ones. To where, let's...
You have it on a do you have it on a var loop, or do you have it on a
It's an
just
SF.
a
It's an
SF?
SF loop.
So if you just took one out of the loop,
Now, see, it's using these. These are the enders. These end it.
okay.
Yeah, that way it's a little bit more consistent with these, since they're at 10. Set these at 10. That way it's about the same. So I don't want it to be to where you can just, if you're juggling them, you can just walk forward and hit them again. That's what it's tend to be
Right.
doing. See, those last two, they're at the end, side by side. I believe I got that working better. But that's the only problem you can see with this new system is at a certain point in time they won't get hit again. See, if we had air block, that whole system right there would just dissolve. It's like, oh, I did a combo, oh, it got blocked.
Ah, I did a combo. Too bad.
Yes, that's the main reason why I was wanting to fix the, the combo counting. At least I got it working a lot better now.
Well, you could put air block in and then use that little system that we did for my tutorial files. Just put another var check in there for if it hits after so many times.
Yeah.
It goes to junction instead. The block doesn't work. They wouldn't be able to block your combos after
Well,
so
you
many
can't
hits.
change the guard state. They're still being guard state.
That's true. But you could cause the shave to cause it to do just as much damage.
But yeah, that is true. So then now, since I did that fix, you can't jump up after you done it, which is a lot better in my opinion, since Super should have ended it.
Right.
There we go. Alright, let's see. What else do we want to do?
I know somebody's got a question out there.
And we got
Gotta have something.
Spaz and we got CS Games. Anybody got a question? That's what we're here for. Here to answer questions on live.
Yeah.
On the live stream, we are here to answer questions. That or, you could easily ask what you want to see in this. since we're showcasing it. Always showcasing it. Jump cancels that only work when you hit the other character. You're talking about off a attack hits? You know, you got a DS attack hits, you can easily use that.
Oh, hey, got another one.
Okay, well, pretty much, it's just the same thing. Like, you know, I've always explained with a detect skill. Just gotta, so like, you can easily just go to, let's say we'll go here, for example. I don't know. 1 second, guys. Okay. Pretty much, you'd say you just make a simple, you know, detect skill if it attacks, like, say, on anything. So, like, if it's a launcher, for example, you know, the crouch and hit here, it'd be in a launcher, in a sense. Like, way I have mine set up in most of the characters. This pretty much, right here, will, you know, is after, you know, a certain amount of hits, it goes here. But in this case, you're want to, you know, just go to a simple, let's see, let's just go here to Liu Kang here. Let's go down here to his Ultra. Pretty much you just do this. You know, as soon as it attacks, you just come in, do, you know, DS, and just say attack hits, and just point it to a condition, you know, to have them jump. Just make a, you know, a direct command input, have it branch off and look exactly like, you know, your first frame of hit. You know, you could put the recovery in it too, and put it like on your first frame of hit, then put it on your second frame. And this is in a entirely different skill you want to do this in. Pretty much, you know, you would say, you know, at a certain point within a certain move, you know, you could just easily say, oh, I'm going to add a new skill here, and I'm going to put this image, and this image in there. And then, you know, you would set, you know, your dash jump forward, or, you know, any jump, or your special jump made for this type of instance for a jump cancel.
It's actually really, it's easy.
Yeah, it's the most simplest thing ever. It's all about the DS.
Yeah. I have this set up in the tutorial files actually, so when I get those finished and released, everybody will be able to see that, how that one works in a Capcom setting.
Oh yes, yeah, pretty much. Let's see. Okay, got the revenge meter working for Sub-Zero. I think what the best thing I'm gonna have to do now is, you know, when I add it into everybody else, you know, I got it to where it will flash right here. I think what it needs is a sound that only plays, you know, like say right here, it'll play a sound for when it's full. Would be nice if I just go in and do some more voice work and actually say revenge. I might actually do that. All depends on what I decide to do. Because as of right now, I'm starting to believe I could, in fact, have a better bar created for this. It's just that I don't. That's a question directed towards you, Charles.
Yeah. What do you mean by screenshots exactly? Are you talking? I mean, I'm not making an actual help file, if that's what you're asking. I'm actually making characters and stages that are going to be bundled together, and I'm gonna upload the whole thing for people to open up and use.
Yeah.
So it won't need screenshots. But
Pretty much what he's making is a sample game, you could say.
yeah, exactly. This is a little 3-character
Yeah. It's
thing.
pretty much like the RTP you can actually get up on a FMHQ right now.
Except, yeah, instead of, because that one is more CVS2 based.
Yeah.
Mine is going to be more like the versus game.
Yeah,
setting.
exactly. You're gonna have you'll have OTG set up in there, right? Okay.
Probably.
That's another thing people have actually asked about too, is making OTG. I mean, to me, I don't really like OTGs. I just feel like, I don't know. It all depends on the move. Actually, in a sense, it also depends on the game. It all depends on the game, because, like, I remember when MK9 first come out, Smoke could OTG you with a smoke bomb. And that caused him to be able to do a massive amount of damage. And then they removed it in a patch.
Right. There's only, like he said, there's only a few areas where I might put that in. Like some of Iron Man's moves might have something like that. Maybe a couple of, because Gambit is going to be the 3rd character, as per the vote that I took about a month and a half ago.
Yeah, good luck with making him, by the way.
Yeah, it's going to be
yeah, you'll probably definitely have
those
to
things.
have one of his moves OTG. I believe one of his supers actually does it. It's the one where he jumps up and, you know, throws a card down and it has a blast coming off the ground.
Like the Magneto thing.
Yeah.
But it's with cards. Yeah.
I'm paying attention when the stream goes black, so when it does, I don't do nothing. Not like I'm trying to show anything right now, but anyway. Let's see. Okay. Make sure that's there. Okay. Alright, let's see. I'm curious about how much damage Liu Kang's Ultra's doing right now. I'm just going to turn off his gauge check there. If anybody's played SF4, they'll recognize this. Wrong one. There we go.
Who's hyped for the Avengers? I can't wait to see that movie. I won't get to see it tonight or tomorrow because I have to work, but next week, as soon as I get the chance.
Oh, off the ground fireball.
Oh no.
Let's see how much damage this does. Come on, do the damn move. Where's that? Needs to go up. That damage should reach beyond the S of Sub-Zero. Alright, let's see. Okay, that's the initial hit right there. Okay, so like we're adding to these. So since this move doesn't actually have a DS until about right here. These moves right here are the rapid fire punches he does. Let's make those about 12. Let's see what happens. Because I'm trying to, like, you know, have to get over the damage scaling to where it will do no damage. A little bit more. Let's make that ending hit.
Need to add like 1 point for moves.
Mute when ready, sir.
What happened? God damn it. I always have a problem looking for the goddamn stream.
Almost.
Yeah, almost. Let's see, ending hit here. Oh yeah, if you let me go over this ending hit. It actually has something I actually want to show. All right, as you can see, when he's going up, you'll see him go into a reverse state. And see, this move actually has it set up to where he will turn in the air, and then actually when he lands, he's on the other side for real. And it's like they do an exchange of what side they're on.
I'm sorry. Can I get the team viewer thing?
Not using Team Viewer tonight.
Oh shit! What you mean? Where's my pointer?
Team Viewer actually lags me up, and I can't do a lot of combos I want to show off on stream.
Right. So send me the link to the stream, please.
Anyway, let's see. Let's see how much damage this does now. I drive that up to about 38. I want to make these moves comeback moves pretty much. I'd say that's about right.
Yeah, there you go.
Because I think Sub-Zero's does a pretty good bit of damage about that height. Oh, what the hell are you doing? What the hell are you doing? Why are you not working? Okay. I think I set it up a different way. I don't know. It was working earlier. But at least we got the damage good on him. So that was the whole point of these moves, was to make them, you know, more of a last-ditch effort.
We have a suggestion for your ending hit on your Liu Kang.
Yeah, go right ahead. I'd like to hear it.
Oh yeah. You see, like last time I rewatched the stream.
Yeah.
And sometimes I thought you were talking to yourself.
Yeah.
But in reality, just like answering a question.
Right.
Whoa.
Well, I'm glad to announce that we were actually on YouTube now.
Nice. On YouTube.
Yeah, we're now syndicating to YouTube. Once the stream's over tonight, I can easily upload to YouTube at youtube.com/the acidic one. I'll be able to post up videos on there. So if you've missed a stream, you can actually go on there. And anybody feel free to actually, you know, get it out there, get the word out that we are actually on YouTube. And all these people asking for video tutorials can easily come on stream and ask a question on stream, and even be shown something they're wanting to do.
This is your Liu Kang, right? The one I'm looking at right now?
Right now, you're looking at a Liu Kang Super.
A super from Liu Kang. Okay. So, yeah. What is it, like the ender?
Yeah, it's the ending animation. Had somebody have a suggestion. I'm waiting for them to come back to me on that, on the ending hit.
There it goes.
Maybe have it hit twice, because looking at the hitboxes, it looks as though it could go for one more hit, it truly ends. Actually, it doesn't go for one hit because it is set up for an attack hits. Once the attack hits is initialized, it will go over here. It only hits once. And since I got the damage up, pretty much up at a reasonable level now for the new system, you know, once you're, you know, getting wrecked to a certain extent, you know, you're going to be able to pull off this high damage combo.
Dude.
Pretty nice, huh? Pretty nice.
Why it says Raven down there? I thought it said Raven. Oh no, Revenge.
Yeah, yeah. Okay. Put it this way. This is how I do ultras in my game. I could easily go and get, you know, SF4 bars, but they're in high def.
Yeah.
What is the max distance to hit? Confirm that. Why not just do it in a combo? All depends on Liu Kang's normals. Yeah, they cancel. Pretty much. So, you know, as you can see, I made this punch. It's just like a pawn for us in a sense. Give him something new. That's the only thing that these characters are lacking is better normals. Down forward, down back, kick. I gotta remember that. And since it's, you know, don't have any limitation, I can sit here and do it over and over again.
Do that last super again?
I'm trying to do it inside a combo.
No, the dragon.
Oh, there we go.
Like, Hadouken. Oh, you said there we go, but then I see it like half hour later. Can I see the dragon super? They was like a single Hadouken or something.
What, this? Or how about this one?
That's the one I was talking about. Yeah. It recovers too quick, you know that, right?
Yeah, I know. Something that needs to be fixed. I actually just fixed Sub-Zero's. Yeah.
Oh. I need this team viewer to think of that, dude. Like when you talk to me like
this, you're gonna be telling me change this. Let's put you to work.
Oh yeah.
See, what we need to do.
I'm down to tell you already.
What we need to do is all three of us need to get together and make a game.
Dude, that's too much work.
So well, it's kind of like last night you was texting me. It's like, oh, you know what laziness is? It's like, yeah, you'll get it. You get rid of a rock.
No, I said I don't want to work that much. Like, give me the template, give me this, and give me the
especially when I told him,
and not do the rest.
Especially when I told him about the system I used to make a bar. He was just like, blasphemy. Blasphemy.
Yeah.
It's like, let me go back over this for proof here, since he wasn't here.
Heretic.
Hell.
It's like, oh, we're not in the Crusades, guys. Alright, pretty much, okay. This is just, you know, code, experimental code, but it actually works. It actually moves up and down.
I want to see how you said one image.
It is. It's right there.
I don't see nothing.
It's like, you know,
maybe it's like
one image. Yeah, this is the object. This turns the water on and off. As you see the object pop up right here. It's like, oh, we actually want Gary here. He wants to join us.
Oh.
Yeah, see, we get an object overflow, as you can see.
Sweet.
Now, when this happens, guys, I'm glad this actually happened. Close your objects out. Hold down your enter key. And there you go. Yeah, make sure, you know, You close out your animation window when that happens.
Yeah, otherwise
you're going to be stuck in an endless loop.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so
Gotta restart that
pretty much,
computer.
okay, this is just an object on a loop that, you know, turns on and off whenever this variable becomes 1. And then, you know, in the image itself, you know, I have it to where it will stop, you know, when it hits the max right here. And then, you know, I have this K to, you know, represent its on, or it's turned off. I was actually messing around with the trigger earlier, trying to make it to where I need a better way to make it to where it'll turn on and off, to where it turns off instantly, you know. But it actually does not work as good as I wanted it to. Because, like, if you wanted to have, you know, something behind this bar, you know, to signify its maximum level, that's the only problem, is that it's not going to feel it. It's going to be different every time. The main reason is because, you know, it's, you know, moving. You know, it's moving forward. Or, you know, it's being stopped.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can I see it in action?
Yeah, you can see. Let me get it set up.
What if you put a blank image in the thing that makes it move?
Blank image inside the one that moves.
Because I know Fighter Maker tends to have issues when there's movement or variables with no images in between.
Yeah.
Like if you did the show FPS and it didn't crash your test play window, you'd probably see a bunch of little errors pop up on that. Because I remember when I was working on the Bleach files, I did something similar. And even in the combo counter system,
Could in
if you have a bunch of variables...
Could in fact just go ahead and put the image in there again.
Because I noticed
Dude,
earlier
that
when you
way.
were showing it, it did have gaps.
Yeah, it will have
in the,
gaps because, like, at certain points in time, the faucet is still turned on, you know, you could say.
Right.
The trigger is still on, but, you know, it's just making it move across the screen and not stopping. So pretty much, let me go down here to my stage face pick. Now, pretty much, it's me rewinding what I just did earlier. You know, how I did that. Since this new, you know, object for a bar, it's within inside of Pix X and Y already. So what you gotta do is you gotta turn that off and just have it centered right here on screen. That way, the Pick X and Y is gonna be down here. Because that's where Pick X and Y is right down here in this area.
I'm trying to find Rock.
I'm trying to find Rock.
Yeah.
Alright, let's see.
I told you to do that for me, man. You're lazy, though.
Yeah.
By now, I should have had an email with
Proof
everything.
was wanting to make a rock with the TFF 2.5 template.
Oh, nice. That's one character that game could have used.
Yeah, it could have used him. But
Rock is always good
since,
in any
you know,
game you throw him
did
in.
we still have Geese in there?
I don't know if we did or
I
not.
think we had Geese in there. Geese was in there, so
I know you have Rugal.
yeah.
But
Yeah, I was going to say the only SNK character besides the ridiculous boss that I remember is Rugal.
yeah.
Rugal was top tier. I made him top tier.
Hell yeah. Dude, all you had to do is throw a Duke all day. Repuke.
Yeah, in version
Top
1,
tier.
in the first game, you could do that. OTG all day.
Dude, I beat the whole game very hard, man.
I beat the game on very hard.
Yeah.
Alright, let me
Oh, man.
see.
Yeah,
let
I'm
me
looking
see
through
if
your
this is
site.
working. It's like I have been messing.
I'm looking through your site. I can't see nothing with a template, man.
Alright, let's see.
Sure.
It's just showing the bar, that little piece of bar. It's not moving forward
Yeah.
like it was earlier.
Yeah, but that's because you changed it.
Yeah, it's probably because I changed it.
Make one tiny little change to anything and it just stops
Yeah.
working.
That's the way Fire Maker 2nd is, guys. Let's see.
I'm trying to look for the. You told me the template for this game is here online.
It's on Fighter Maker HQ.
Yeah, point him
Look.
to it if you can.
Yeah, let me see if I can get to it here.
You see, you're making me work too much. Just email me. You could have been done. Could have been working on the character now. Oh man, well that was rock. You can't. I remember back. What's a good site for music characters?
What's a good site?
Random select.
Random select. You might come across a nice eSnaps folder.
That's true.
I try to Google it.
I would just Google Rock Howard Mugen.
Yeah.
So you want me to point him at the TFF 2.5 template file?
Yeah, I need that. I need it brings the KGT thing, right?
Yeah, it's all the.
Oh yeah. Gary over here has actually brought up a good point about the bosses in KOF 13. I don't know if any of y'all actually seen that.
Thanks.
Did you see the bosses on KOF 13?
I haven't played it.
And thanks to Lord again, he pointed me to a good site.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you, bro. Bro.
Yeah, it's got all these 7-zipped sprites in it, so that's a good site to keep in mind if you need to. If you don't feel like ripping stuff yourself.
You can also go to the Mugen Guild's forums.
That's true.
They have a shared open source sprite archive there. They also have shared sounds too. Just go to that forum. You can easily find what you're looking for. Since it's open source, they don't care. Use it.
I got well yeah, from this site that Lord sent me to. I got the rock already.
There's tons of stuff on this site, man. I actually just downloaded all the Gambit sprites.
Oh, there we go.
They're all in PNG though.
And don't tell me rockets like
they're in PNG. You'd have to convert them to PSX or bitmap. If you're wanting to use SheetMaker, you need to put it in PSX.
Yeah, I know. Which is going to be a Photoshop batch operation.
You need to make a new version. Proof.
You talking to?
It is your program, correct? SheetMaker.
I know.
A nice little tool that was given to us by our good friend.
I gave it to you. Yeah, dude.
On stream.
Yeah, and it's 2012. We need a new version.
Oh yeah, they really want to make me work. Oh man, let me see. I'm trying to do. I'm gonna do the rock thing, but because rock does like a lot of attacks that like we were talking. Did you ever get to catch that screen?
Now you see what it's doing. It's not stopping. I broke my code. Oh no.
Oh.
Yeah. Well, Charles is my witness. It was working earlier. God damn it. But anyway, let me see.
Slander. I don't believe that.
He's not believing anything. I say. Proof for it's not real. That's why the name's Proof.
Heresy.
Pictures, videos, and not
That's
real.
why his name's Proof. Proof for it's not real. Alright, let's see. Why is it not stopping? You need to be stopping. Alright, that makes it disappear. That makes it stop when it's full. Okay. So far, it looks like my faucet is don't want to reset.
Stupid faucet.
Yeah, stupid faucet. I want to turn the water off. Aha! I see what it's doing right now. I can already see that. It's pointed to the object. Oh, what do you know? Let's fix it. Oh no.
That's what happens when you change one thing.
Yeah.
Everything explodes.
I need a point. Did you get to, Charles? Did you get to see the stream with me and him?
I'm watching the stream.
Yes, I
Not this
have
one.
the stream technically open in Wirecast on another desktop, along with the good old chat here.
Oh, well, he was asking if I got to see the ones from like the last couple of weeks, and the answer to that is no. I haven't even really been home
Yeah,
that much, except for today.
yeah. Last week's stream, and oh yes, I'd like to also point this out. 2 streams have gone missing on Twitch. So they're
archive?
the archive has ended up removing the stream about the hitbox night when we was discussing the hitboxes. I kind of wish we still would have had that, but apparently Twitch.tv servers had crashed.
Their server had crashed?
Yeah, apparently the server had crashed or something, and the 31st stream and the stream after that are gone.
Dude.
Yeah, that had a lot of information on there. Now that I know that we have YouTube, we're not going to lose a stream ever again. unless Skynet, which I now call Google, is
Skynet.
gonna crash or enslave mankind.
Oh,
Either way.
They Skynet crashed.
Well, you saw that they have stuff on Facebook now to where you can register as an organ donor.
Oh wow! Seriously?
Hey, what?
Seriously? Okay, people, let's get this straight. Stay off Facebook. Don't get on Facebook at all. Mark Zuckerberg himself is trying to clone you.
Oh, wow.
He's trying to rebuild society. It's like, I got all these emails. What can I do now?
So if you register as an organ donor on Facebook and the Men in Black show up at your house, it's your own fault.
Yes, exactly.
Oh, jeez.
It could be the.
So show me.
It could be the fact that the images are in there now.
Who made Blanca?
Blanca? You want to see Blanca? He's broken.
I have a question there. When is Blanca not broken?
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, I could tell you. I could tell you.
See, it's still
Like,
doing the
in
same
FIFA
shit.
4,
It's
he's
not
not that
stopping
good.
like it was earlier. Why are you not
What's
stopping?
your what is your because you have the image in the movement skill. What is it set to?
Looks
like Pac-Man.
Yeah, it looks like Pac-Man. Blah, 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 blah.
What is that?
Nom nom.
What is your image speed set to on the movement one? In all 3 images.
Oh, 3? Well,
It's-
you gotta like add that to it. You know, it's gonna be 3, and then it goes 1.
But in your movement skill, it's just set to 1. So it should,
The faucet should be the faucet should be turning off. Basically, pretty much, you'd say that. I'm gonna get rid of that. That shouldn't work or shouldn't be there anymore. Let's see.
who made Pac-Man? Was that Namco?
Yeah, it's Napco. You can actually play as Pac-Man and Street Fighter Cross Tekken.
Really?
Yeah, he's like in some
And
type
he's
of
open.
damn wood suit or something like a robot.
I may put a little cameo
Mo-
appearance by Pac-Man in the tutorial files.
Oh, okay.
Something fun, just to amuse myself.
Pac-Man sucks, by the way.
It sucks.
He sucks in Street Fighter.
I bet.
Sucks.
He's awesome.
He has like an infinity already, which is basically light punch, light kick, light punch, light kick.
It's because
and
it's Pac-Man.
Pac-Man owns
He's on top
all.
of both. But that's the only thing he got. Other than that, like I'm pretty sure they're gonna remove his In a patch, they're gonna remove that infinity. I can see it from far. But other than that, like his moveset sucks. Everything sucks.
That's because he eats magic pills.
He don't got the pills. See, without pills, you ain't nobody, Pac-Man. You need your drugs, man. And some ghosts. Confirm for next pack.
You need to stop.
Asking says that they confirmed it for the next patch, so they're taking out that. I mean, I'm guessing he's talking about the infinite for Pac-Man.
Huh. I know why it's not stopping. I think I might want to put this in there, you know?
Hola, papi.
Yay.
My daughter just walked in here.
Yes. Toma.
Oh, look, it's working now, guys.
Hold up, give it 5 seconds.
Let me just get this
Oh, look, it is
set
working.
up. Let me just get this set up correctly. Let's see, where is that image at for player 2? Okay, let's see. Test.
So the question now is does it still show up with random empty spots in it?
Don't listen to her.
Oh, yeah.
Go to mommy. You gotta be quiet. I'm sorry, guys.
No problem.
You can't, kid, be quiet, man. That's impossible.
So I kick her out of the room, like, get the hell out. Nah, oh, man. So, what are we showing us?
Oh, wow, look, it's not working now, guys.
You
Why
should
does Beta 2.0? Since when does it die down there?
Oh, yeah, there it goes. It's actually working now.
That's
made a
beautiful.
small change, so of course it's not going to work
So
properly.
you see that? It's like all gapped up.
Thanks for the follow, bro. I'll follow back.
Yeah, but it's not as bad as it was.
It's not as bad as it was. It's stopping now.
Oh, I know exactly what are you doing.
It's not chasing ghosts.
Yeah.
No. I know exactly what are you doing, your theory there about this little bar thingy.
You see what I'm doing? You see what it's doing?
Exactly.
Yeah.
You put in like 1,000 objects.
Yeah,
With
I'm
one
like
with one
spilling
in-
out objects onto the screen.
On the screen.
I did something similar, but it made
Dude, but
killable
that would
enemies.
overload the. You know, on bad computers that won't work. You know this?
Once
Just in case
the
you're throwing it out
engine hits 1,000 and something images, it closes.
Starts killing
Exactly.
things. And, yeah.
This only
There can't be that many
spits out at least 300 and something images. Now you can see, if you can see it, hopefully everybody's full screen.
Yeah,
So
the
this
frame
right here on the frame
is
there
actually show.
will actually show how many objects you got pulling up,
Surprise
pulling up on the
crash.
screen right here. See?
Now, see, there's your loop error that I was talking about earlier.
Basic, yeah. Hold up, people. I gotta kick her out.
You've got a
She's talking to me.
a loop where there's variables but no images. That's what's causing that. Can't read Japanese.
Yeah. And say, okay, you see, it's like it's green now. That means it's full. And see,
With the yellow spot.
so like you see the yellow behind there. So I don't know why it's doing this. It should be.
What's your object
It
depth?
should be offsetted. I'm talking about the yellow is player 2. It should be offsetted
Okay.
because you see it's going up over there on the other side, and it's not moving
I
to where it
gotcha.
needs to be. Because it should be over here.
But why is it going to the
Oh
other
yeah,
side?
okay. I know what it's doing. I know what it's doing. Just
Why is it green?
You'll understand
I got
when
the-
it's green. Green means it's full.
Oh,
Yeah,
and then there's
green
another
means
yellow.
it's full. Yeah, there's a yellow one, in which is player 2, which will now be set up correctly.
Okay, but then like you have it that when. Well, right now you have it that
it's
when
still
it's
not
when it's
setting up the right place
Yeah,
where
it's not going to
supposed
the right
be.
place on the screen.
Yeah, it's reversed. See, what the hell? Why is it reversed? See, it should be like, okay,
Nice.
this is like, okay, that's one. That's exactly one. That wasn't set up correctly. My bad.
You see, but why on the player 2 side, it's like a little gap. I don't know if you noticed it.
Because it's experimental.
Yeah, it's
Come on, Trevor.
experimental, man. It's not finished. It's still got some kinks in it. As you can see, there's a gap in it. And see,
Not a gap right
did you
now.
see
but earlier
that?
there
How
was
it
a gap.
just moved
What the hell?
and didn't
Oh,
spit out
geez.
another object? And see how it's continuing? And it's got to
There's
catch
the
up. And see how,
Now it's turning green.
yeah. See,
Yeah, nah, green in the middle.
so it'll go up, you know, but it's not consistent, you know, it's not going to be the same size. You see how player 2's is gapped up, player 1's hasn't gapped up yet. And see player 1's just gapped up right when it went full. And see, as soon as
I like how you got
full,
the
you know, you just do that.
T-Pad 1 looks perfect.
So yeah, pretty much. It needs work. I mean, it's, you know, it's there, but it just needs work.
That's real.
It's probably one of the any of the Japanese coders never done that.
Probably.
Yeah.
Well, actually, the Type Wild guy had his own bars set up. Something. It was strange. I haven't seen it
Okay,
before.
let me just say this, okay? Let me just say this, okay? In the original board that I'm actually using, you know, in the Top Wild game, he had his stuff set up like this, but it was backwards. Yeah. His stuff was like backwards. It would start from full and go to, it would start from being full and then it would go down. But you have to do that, I believe. You have to do that if you're using It's the Same, if I'm not mistaken.
I think so too, because I think I tried to do it going from 0 to full, and it just leaked out on me.
So I'm just wondering, you know, if this variable range stuff that I've learned about here recently could actually come into play fairly well.
The boss should they kick ass.
Make it say kick ass.
Then bam.
Make it say nom nom.
Yeah, there you go. Little Pac-Man running across the bottom of the
Shut. Remember, you gotta settle.
Yeah, so okay. After that little demonstration, I gotta put everything back to where it was. Because I'm probably gonna I'm gonna input that whole code into another file probably.
We're running on an hour and a half now.
Right.
Yeah, we'll be
What I wanted
here
to
for
see,
another 30 minutes.
Let me see your Blanca again now. The Blanca.
Yeah, we'll get to Blanca here once I get this fixed.
Fix that later. Remember,
I'll fix it
we
later.
on
I'll
a
forget
stream.
about it.
Oh, don't save. Remember, I told you that. What you do is don't save.
I
and
think
don't
it's
care.
already saved with the test bar.
Okay, now you got it. Now let me listen.
What's that? Yeah, 480. No, That's part 1. So 50, and then we'll go 480 for part 2. And there we go. That should do it. I'll make sure this is correct before we move on. Alright, as long as it's showing up on screen, that's all I really care about. I'll fix the proportions later. Are you wanting to see Blanca gameplay?
No.
No?
I want to see it. Talkable.
Tell me a move.
Blankable.
Is what?
Blankable.
It's cannonball.
It's cannonball.
I think.
Okay.
That's what you call it?
So you're wanting to see if it will get hit if it's a projectile coming towards it, right?
Nah.
Got me. Okay. That happens, by the way.
It better.
Forward roll, weak.
It has to, otherwise he's completely
Forward
unstoppable.
roll, mid.
Exactly.
Forward roll, SG. I took all the
No, not that.
pretty much.
What is that?
Regular cannonball, man.
What's the
Just a
SG?
regular one?
That's the weak.
Oh, dude. I need a pointer.
Yeah, you don't. You don't need one.
I don't want to. I need to
I
tell
don't
you
want
what.
hitbox hour.
No, because that
We'll
blankable ball basically.
we'll have a hitbox hour next week. Please tell me.
No, like in reality, that blankable kind of sucks because, like, you know, I can smack it from mad long from far.
Right. See, the only problem is there's 2 characters in the game with cannonballs.
Yeah.
You can't.
You should do a special intro.
Special intro for them that
Blanca
both
versus
they both
Kano.
cannonball in
Yeah.
and hit each other. So you can go ahead and just look at both of them. See, within a certain point in time, you know, Kano's, he's not rolling. He rolls and he attacks, but his full roll doesn't have the attack. And you gotta also remember, he's got a knife throw too, so. Now, I've actually realized an actual glitch inside the, I don't know if you could say it's a glitch, but yeah, I did have to overcome it in a certain period of time. Did have to overcome it, because like with Kano here, I'd throw a knife, try to do a cannonball out of it, and he would be doing the attack hits animation.
Okay.
Because I throw a knife and then do that, and it would be doing the attack hits animation as soon as the knife hit. So guess what? DSs are all actually global.
Yeah, I figured.
DSs are completely global. So like if you throw a fireball and it hits them and you do a move that has a DS, it will automatically trigger.
That's not good.
Yeah, that's why you have to fix it with a variable. That's why I'm glad this game actually has a variable to decide whether or not somebody is hit or not.
Hey, my brothers, I'm gonna be right back, okay? Let me put this girl to sleep.
Alrighty.
Sorry, okay.
Yeah, we're coming up on an hour and 25 minutes on the stream. Got any questions out there?
Come on, really? Nothing?
Just to let y'all know, we're on YouTube now. So your questions will be answering live, and will also be a part of a YouTube audience. Once the stream ends, I will be uploading this tonight's stream. Yes, Blanca's playable. You want to see him? Like I said, he's broken. I'm actually joking on being broken.
We need to find a way to make the questions like pop up on screen.
Yeah, like up on the... Yeah, that would be a great idea. He's set up to the old system. I can actually show that off as a level 2. That's going to have a lot more damage on it, since it's going to be a revenge move. I'm probably going to set up the command to be a lot faster, because right now it's set up as a charge. Got charge down back, then forward back, forward down, then up again.
Yeah, well, we can't really afford XSplit.
If you got $119, give it to me, and we'll get XSplit. Gotta have a license for it. And really, you know, seen what he could do with this new system, as a matter of fact. But we do know that he can't do that into a combo. And, you know, I do in fact have his nice little, you know, jump forward and back. I just gotta find it. There it is. So he'll jump. Get Sub-Zero away from the wall. So you should be able to go through Sub-Zero. I don't know why he's not. So you know he's got that. You know, he's got the vertical, and he also has. You can do variable speed. You can start out wide, go mid, go heavy. It's like, oh, I'm gonna be a noob. I'm gonna mash it out. This is all I'm gonna do.
Shot in the face.
This thing has up. What do you think that is? Let's try to do, you know, EXs. So that EX needs a fix. So like this EX, there's a bounce, ball bounce. You can't, you know, follow up. Oh wow. One point in time I did realize you could actually I don't know, it's probably because of the stream, but like you can actually charge back, do a slight dash, and then finish it off, and he'll bring the super out. It's all about having the full timing. I know you can do the same thing with Bison and some of his moves. There's Blanca. Let's see. Okay, since we got this working correctly, should have it working correctly on him. I'm gonna show off how to pretty much add this. There's some old code from the, point system. I'm just going to say bye-bye to it. Since we don't need it, let's just get rid of it, that way it's not taking up too much. And then I'm just gonna rename this, Revenge Bar, and then Revenge Bar add. And pretty much the images should be, all the same number for everybody else in the game. All I gotta do is just put them in there. So for, certain images, that are probably used from the character, I just gotta go in and, change it to one that's not being used. Let's see, there we go. Now, like, pretty much, now I just gotta go in and I gotta set all these. This is like the fun part of it.
Magic loops.
Just gotta make sure it's pointing to the right variable. That way, it's gonna go up. Because all you're doing is just pretty much making a way to signify whenever it's time to let loose with a massive damaging super. Pretty much, this right here is all about this variable. Once it reaches, the max, it's a condition branch on all the moves that are, being used as an ultra, in a sense. And this is pretty much all this bar is going to be, used for. And okay, and once we get here, it's going to be above 28. This will be the, max. We just set it to where it goes to this variable and always keeps it to be 28. That way it doesn't go above 28 at all. Then once we do that, we just have it point back to the, for it being full, and if it hits 0, we make it point to here. And be empty. And then we want it to point back to the beginning. Now see what we'll have to do. We'll have to do the same thing with all these. These will need to point back to the front of the actual skill, since we pretty much copied it in from another character. So it all depends on these numbers right here within the character. As if these, the place where it's at, the action select, is the same on the character. If you paste it in, all your pointers should already be preset to the actual skill. It's just that sometimes they're actually higher, and you still have to go back and fix them. But then it's only changing the number. You're not having to go in and hit this, do that, select that over and over again. And if you can, easily, have it to where it's just set on the number, like that, just easily hit your space bar and type it in. Let's see, now that should be set up correctly for Liu Kang right there. And all we gotta do is just load our images in. Okay, so like I'll hit my bitmap window. I'll go to where I made the sheet for this. Should be in my project folder here. If not, it could be on my desktop. I believe it could be. Oh, there it is right here. Okay. Same as, you know, first week's stream, how I pointed out there's the hotkeys inside this window. So I'll hit my P and just replace that image, and then I'll move over and go to the next one. Hit P again. Oh well. Ended up going too far. And those hotkeys actually come in really handy. It's something you want to remember. And there we go. Now the images are in there. And we'll just save it. Well, we gotta set up the pretty much nuts and bolts of what makes it work. The gauge ad is set up to detect whenever a character is hit. This right here just signifies whenever a single player is hit. It tells player 1 or player 2 he's being hit. And then we say, okay, they're being hit, so we want it to, you know, skip that if they're not. Then pretty much we have our variable range. The system variable G is set up to every hit spark in the game and signifies a different number. These variables only go up to about 28. Once it hits 28, that's it, you know. So pretty much if it's below 28, we want it to, you know, go here and add to that variable. That way to when it gets added, you know, it's gonna make the bar go up. Same for this, you know, we want to have it point back since we copied. Now, since we got that set up, now we gotta, you know, have it show on screen. Now that we got, let's see, okay, we got to add to our start skill, first and foremost. We need to add in this new object we created for variables to add into the new bar we made. So now we got to go down here and go to our revenge bar add. Now that it's in there, you know, it's always going to be running. It's always going to be running in the background. It's, you know, it's like a, you know, like you're creating another program and having it run simultaneously with all the other stuff that's going on. I think that's what people call helpers in Mugen, if I'm not mistaken. And see, since I got that set up, now all I gotta do is just get it to where it will display on screen. I do this with the stage face pick skill here. Pretty much go into here in the Scorpion. You see, I got this variable right here signifies which player, and then it pretty much has, you know, these objects to display the gauge on screen. So now pretty much I have to take this and, you know, put it right here. just like go ahead and get up this skip set up. We want it to, you know, just point to there, to that object, and then right in front of this, set up another object. We're gonna have it come down here. This will be for, you know, player 2, and then just come down here to the bar or the meter and just set it in there like that. And then I'll copy this again and paste it in, set it up for player 1, and then I'll use, you know, my character variable in to tell me it's above 1, meaning, you know, it's player 2 or the CPU, and then point to there. And now Liu Kang should have the new bar. That is if it's working. See, as you can see, it's not working. Let's see if it's working for part 1. See, it's actually working for part 1. Yeah, I realized you don't have the correct hit junctions on the aerial first punch. Seen this earlier today when I was walking up. Looks like it's like stopped. It's not moving at all. And let's go see what our error is here. Looks like something's not pointing correctly. So that's pointing to there. This is pointing correct. For sure everything's correct. This is pretty much, you know, you're gonna say the most tedious stuff you can work with inside FireMaker 2nd. Because it doesn't, in fact, get to a point where you're just like, I'm going to take a break for a while. And sometimes I do take breaks, you know, from FireMaker when I can. Let's see. This is actually the turn off. Okay. That's turning it off. This keeps it stay 28. Alright, I'm going to show y'all something else that I do within development. Usually, you know, open up a nice little program called Art Money. This enables me, you know, to see what variables are loading up and stuff. Pretty much, I just, you know, I would highlight, you know, table load. At one point in time, I did have this up. I'm probably gonna release it, because this is really the best way to actually debug your stuff, since the debugger doesn't really work. So now that, you know, I got the game loading, I just set the process. Alright. Since, you know, character variable M is the, you know, variable we're going to look at. And another thing I'd like to point out, you know, character variables are in fact split between players inside the code of the actual game. We're looking at part 1's variable. As you can see, part 1's variable is not even going up at all, which it should be. As to why it's not, I don't know. It should be set up within inside the object unless the object is being skipped. Let's go see in our start skill here. Let's see, it's on a pretty much the start skill is an object when he walks out on screen. Let's see, here's our nice little variable add. I believe it's actually got something to do with the depth, if I'm not mistaken, because I believe at one point in time I was messing around with it and seen that it was like that. Let's see, on here I have it set up, you know, parent and end depth, and it's set up the same way here. Could in fact be something to do with the way the add code is set up. Pretty much. Let's see, the add code is pretty much set up correctly. Unless this right here isn't. Let me check just to be sure. You always gotta double check things when it comes to adding new stuff in. Apparently it is right. Let's see, okay, there's our problem right there. Oh, this should work correctly. It was actually looping back to itself.
Round one, fight.
Oh, it looks like it's working. Yeah, there we go. Liu Kang's got that. See, now once we have that, we're gonna go ahead and save. And now the second thing I gotta do once this bar is set up, I gotta go down here to his super, and then I'll set up a condition branch for when character variable M is 28. Now, here's another good example on making you know, an if-fail situation. Since if 28 isn't there, I'll go in and see, you know, it's down back C, or down back C, or, you know, B or A. And then pretty much if you can find, you know, a command that's about the same, what you can do is for a failing is, you know, come down here and make a new one and just put in, you know, command inputs like for C, B, and A, and just have, you know, have it point to, say, have A point to, you know, your light kick or your weak kick, which would be kick 1, and then, you know, I'd go down here and set up kick 2, and then same for 3. This is actually already set up in a few characters and the other 2 characters. For the way this will fail, that way, you know, if you do the move, it looks like, oh, I can't do it at all. And then, you know, pretty much you want this to set to here, and then just SG to your failing. So now once we've done that, I was about to go into test play, and then I realized, oh, there's more to it. The super canceling, you know, setup, the way I got it, old setup was pretty much trying to detect, you know, if a character is above, the threshold to be able to do, a super, if it's like level 2. Since we don't need those anymore, we just remove them. And, at the very front of this, we now put, about, right here, we say if M is 28, we enable it to, point to here. That way, you can cancel a super into this move. Now, pretty much, I can do any normal super once my, revenge bar is full. I can do his ultra into it. Alright, should be full now. So, okay. See how it didn't reset? And I'm still able to do the move. What we gotta do is once we, see that it's working with that condition, we just gotta come into the move and reset the variable. That way, once you do the move, you can't do it again until your bar is full again. So, I might go end the stream there tonight. Wish we had more people in here. That's the only problem.
Well, we did kind of get to a late start.
Yeah, we did. We really did. Maybe next week we'll be able to get more people in here. As soon as this stream is over with, I'm going to begin the process of uploading to YouTube. Once we get our name out there, and these people that wanted the video tutorials to begin with will actually start to come on stream. That way we can easily have a question knot, if we have a lot of people in here, and just run questions and not showcase, bug tests and, bug fixes of MK versus SF. Another good thing is I'd like to mention is if you have, a project you're working on and you ever release anything, it's going to get showcased on stream unless you say otherwise. I'm just going to go ahead and say that because I want everybody to know what the Fighter Maker Second community does over at FMHQ.us. That way we can get, more people to come to the website and learn about Fighter Maker Second and, actually have a better community than what we do have now, having more people come on the website, being more active within the community itself.
Right.
That way, every day I wake up, there's tons of topics that have replies in them. But as always, if you have not subscribed yet, go ahead and do that. Like us on Facebook. Next week, I don't know, I'll probably come up with something we could actually do on stream. All depends on what I see that goes on inside the forums at fmhq.us. But anyway, that concludes tonight's stream. I hope everybody enjoyed tonight and what I've showed you. But anyway, we'll see you guys next week.